experience to the cage before, so it's not his first fight. So hopefully he'll stand him in good stead.
Sounds like it could be an exciting fight.
And 1 loss. Representing Total Combat from Bradford, Conor 1. And now his opponent in the blue corner. He weighed in at 71 kilograms. He has a record of no wins and 1 loss. Representing B2B from Bradford, Ryan McMahon.
It'll be interesting to see.
Everyone's different when they get in there. Some people need to work themselves up. Other people can be relaxed and fight in a much more relaxed manner. And these guys both look like they're going for the last one of those two.
Yeah, they seem quite loose as well. There's nothing robotic about them, which is good to see because the adrenaline's not there and it's not winding them up, and they're not worried about the environment they're
Definitely.
in. So
you're not trying to muscle your techniques. You're just relaxed, going through your techniques, throwing a few knees there to the body.
Well, it looks like Ryan's focused more of the kicks rather than the using the hands because of the level that they're at and the rules that they're competing in. So he's utilising that, but it's worked out where Conor's been able to spin him and take him down and take side control.
Yeah, the kicks in amateur are a great little rangefinder as well. Obviously, with punching to the body, it's a little bit more awkward when you stood. Whereas leg kicks, push kicks, nice techniques to use to the body.
I think that's possibly some of that Ryan's picked up from his last outing, where he's focused more on his kicks, because last time he was punching, but he was just punching to the chest, and it wasn't really getting the desired effect that I think he wanted out of it. Looks to be working a bit of rubber guard here.
He does. Not just a bit of rubber guard, he's definitely working rubber guard. Just try to control the posture.
Yeah, he seems to be controlling with his left foot, controlling the back of Conor's head. But I think Conor, if he's clever enough, he'll step over to his left side and come round.
I think he might be halfway through. Ryan abandons that, and he's got all the way through. He's now Conor's just caught in half guard, but he's keeping top position, keeping his weight down.
Yeah, I think for Ryan now, his guard's a bit useless here now, and he needs to be focusing on other ways to deal with that because of the hard half guard. And Conor's clever; he's been able to step out and get into side control. And he's got a good base as well.
Yeah, straight into side control. He's just trying to establish that side control now and isolate an arm, which he has done.
Seems really calm, doesn't he, does Conor? Seems really calm about it and meticulous, methodical, just taking his time. And like you said, he wants to isolate something, but it looks like he might be going for the arm and neck choke here. He's coming to north-south, he's working his way around.
Yeah, he's working slowly to north-south and gone back to side control now. But it's good to see at this level people taking the time, not rushing techniques.
It shows skill rather than just getting in there having a brawl. That's the difference.
And also it shows that you're dealing with the situation. You're not letting the adrenaline get hold of you. Well, it is going to get hold of you, but it's not taking too much off from you. And although having said that, he's pushed himself through almost into a triangle now.
Yeah, Ryan's clever. He's pushed his arm out. He's still working on the arm because he wants to release his right foot and bring that round.
He's rode that out, managed to stay in top position. That's a good round for Conor. Basically spent 70% of it in top position.
Yeah, he did really well, and he wasn't just staying in the guard. He jumped round to side control. At the same time, Ryan was being active as well. He wasn't just sitting there on his back, holding and hoping and praying.
Neither of them panicking. Both taking the time.
It looks like the corner team are nice and relaxed as well, and they're not getting uptight or anything, which is good because it reflects that the round that they've experienced as well.
Yeah, exactly that. The last thing you need is someone coming in, screaming in your face, not giving you clear instruction, which unfortunately is something you do see from time to time. A nice, calm corner team can help win you a fight.
Well, each one of the corner team are playing a great role. You've got John speaking, doing most of the talking. You've got Rob Norris there, giving the water, spraying the water, using the towel on the other side. You've got Alec McMahon using the towel, etc. And you've got Paddy talking to him, so there's one clear voice that he's hearing through it all.
Yeah, you've got enough going on in your head. You don't need to be hearing three people shouting you at the same time or trying to tell you something different. It needs to be clear, it needs to be concise. You've only got a minute anyway. And here we go. Round two. Both fighters still look really relaxed, really composed.
There was no tense about that first round. That's why they haven't had any adrenaline dump. They're not nervous. think Ryan favours the knees, whereas Conor just likes to get in and take him down, which works out well for him. It's worked out well in last round, and it seems to have worked out well in the beginning of this second round.
Caught a knee, used it to gain the takedown, ended up in guard, and now we're going to see if he's got a guard pass. It's full guard this time. Ryan not going for the rubber guard as he did in the first round.
I think Ryan's also doing well in trying to prevent Conor from lifting up and posturing, so he's either using his leg or he's using the back of the hands, but at the same time he's trying to push one of the arms through to try to work the triangle.
It's good to see he's not rushing anything from the bottom, but he is looking for opportunities.
Like, he's now focusing on Conor's right, but at the same time he's got to be careful about not being spun, and that's what Conor's doing.
And Conor's so far done really well at keeping his position. He's kept his weight down all the time. He's not trying to rush through, trying to pass erratically and losing position. As he does that, perfect example, kept his weight down, passed the leg, straight into side control. And he literally hasn't given Ryan one chance to escape.
Just glided over him, didn't he? Glided over him really smoothly, turned the hips, brought his leg in through and then brought over, and now he's focusing. It looks like Conor favours this side control, and possibly he's going to try that north-south again.
It's a really good position, side control. You don't need to go to mount. You can keep side control. It's an easier position to maintain. There's less chance of you getting bucked off. It's a much safer position, and yet you can still attack from there.
Well, he's doing well. I mean, he's trapped Ryan's right arm, but at the same time, like you said, with this rule set, they need to focus on the body and the limbs rather than the face.
He's progressing over. He's looking for a Kimura. He's very unlucky there. He nearly had it.
Tell you what, Ryan could get a guillotine here if he's...
He could. He's got it under the neck, but unfortunately, he's only got a half guard, and I think Conor's going to be able to get out of that.
I think his left leg is stuck under his Ryan's, and Conor may focus on that and push down on Ryan's left knee to work around that half guard.
Which is pretty much exactly what's about to happen, I think. No.
But Ryan's clever. Ryan's still working on that right arm of Conor's and trying to get it into that triangle, so he's using that opportunity as well.
Ryan goes back to full guard. Conor's not rushing. He's been on top throughout the whole of this round again. He's just taking his time, but at the same time, Ryan's doing really well from the bottom. He's not been in too much danger. He's managed to escape any danger he has been in, and he's managed to wall walk back to his feet now.
I'm very impressed with Ryan, you know. From his last outing, he's done a lot better. He's more active off his back. At the same time, Conor's doing really well. He's sticking to whatever his game plan, which was close the distance. When that guy throws a knees or strike, take him down, get on top and work your way to the side. And what you favour is side control or north-south.
Yeah, it's been a very obvious game plan and one that's working.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in the third round. I think there may be a degree of urgency here from Ryan's side, where they'll be thinking, hold on, we got taken down early in both rounds. Although I was being active, the guy's kept on top of me all the time, and he's being active as well. I've got to be careful. If I get taken down in the beginning of the round, what will the judges see, what they're scoring on? So he needs to be careful here.
Precisely that. He can't afford another round on the bottom. He's basically, in my view, he's got to go out and get a finish in this round, and that doesn't mean being on the bottom.
I agree with you there. I think although he has been active, it's Conor that's been very strong on top, moving around, not just laying and praying on him. He's moving around and trying to go for submissions. He's got out from the guard, he's got out of the triangle attempts, he's gone to north-south, he tried to isolate the arm, he's tried to isolate the head and arm.
Here we go, round three. Let's see if it's the same story. Again, Ryan starting with kicks.
I think he wants to keep that distance to Ryan. That's why he's stepping back and trying to throw kicks and knees in, whereas Conor wants to close that distance.
Ryan's definitely more aggressive in this round. Throwing some big knees. Conor again works for the takedown though. He times that. He's timed it 3 times. 3 takedowns.
Yeah, I think there should be a degree of desperation with this corner now from Ryan. They should be giving him some advice as to, look, we need to be thinking about here. This is the 3rd time you've been taken down in the beginning of the round, and that lad Conor has stayed on top of you all the time. What are you going to do? We need something.
Side control again, as we're talking. Ryan's done well though. He's managed to make some distance and get back up, but his back's now been taken. turns in.
Great spin,
And
but
Conor uses it to double leg straight into side control again. Ryan working for a guillotine, but it's very hard to finish from this position.
it is, especially when someone's in side control. You know, you've got to use a lot of arm strength, and especially if it's in the third round, you're going to struggle to release that sort of strength that you need.
You're basically just tiring your arms out. Again, Conor's managed to get side control.
And he's staying heavy on him, is Conor. So he's impeding his breathing, so he's staying heavy on him all the way.
Base down, chest down, no space. But Ryan's done well again. He's got himself to the cage, wall walk back up.
I think Ryan may have an opportunity to get the guillotine. The only problem he has is every time Conor comes down, he grabs a leg. Ryan struggles to sprawl in time and gets taken down. All Conor does is turn the corner and takes him down.
I think as well, Conor may be the stronger fighter. I think he definitely looks to have more strength. He's been able to get the takedown every time he's gone for it. He's wrapped the legs now, and I think he's just going to whip them out.
The thing about this round is Ryan knows that there's desperation here. He's looking to his corner. His corner saying, get up, and that's what he's doing. Yeah. He knows he's got to do something more than just staying on his back. And although being active, he needs to do more than that.
He's working some hard body shots, but unfortunately Conor's just on him. He's just literally on him constantly. And again, he's looking for that takedown, but Ryan's managed to sprawl on this one. He needs to sprawl harder though, as Conor's still got control of him. He's managed to avoid, that's the first takedown he's managed to avoid in the fight. Ryan's looking very tired now.
Yeah, I think they've both worked. They've both been active all the way through, and it shows in the third round. But they're not stopping. They know how important this third round is.
Yeah, both guys will have trained hard for this fight. When you're at this level, each fight is really important to you.
Well, it looks like this may be going to the judges' decision, Paul.
I think so.
They should be proud of what they did. You know, at this level, to be able to go all that way, to work active off your back, both on top, to listen to the corner, to walk wall up, to stay on top. Both Conor has been strong on top. Ryan has tried his best to be active on the floor, but at the same time walking up. And then is still aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
So here we go, judge's decision.
Okay, we've got Mr. Freeman walking into the cage. And it's just a matter of time and we'll know. I mean, listen, with these sort of fights, you appreciate what they've both done.
3 rounds of action, we've got the judge's scorecard for a majority decision in favour of your winner. In the red corner, Conor Wood.
Conor worked hard, didn't he?
He definitely worked hard. He maintained top position very well. He scored a number of takedowns and he deserved the win.
There was nothing lazy about what he did all the way through, right from the beginning. He had his game plan. Let's get this guy down. He's lankier. He's got big bony knees. We don't want much of that. Let's get him down to the floor and try to do something with him.
He was very methodical. He knew exactly what he wanted to do and he did it. Thank you very much, Saif Khan.
Well, it's been a pleasure to commentate with you, and I'm going to go because I've got a lad fighting today, so I'm going to go and corner him.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
I need to get out!